Okay, let's have some fun with slotting. I don't know whether if it is called slotting, but the new command which came with Plasticity version 2026.1 is called slot. So let's start. I want to create some letters, S-L-O-T. So therefore I would like to toggle on the snap to grid option because the letters will all have the same width and they will be monospaced even though we will make some kerning at the end. But let's start. And the only thing we will use for this one, for creating the basic letters, is this line tool. So Shift A, create a line which is exactly 10 meters. And now go 2 to the right and 4 up. Go to the left and this time again 10 meters. And here again 2 to the right, 4 to the top. But obviously we cannot snap here in this case. But what we can do is snap here. So let's snap here and we will fix this in a minute. Create a point here and come here. You see all these snapping lines and guides help you in positioning your control points correctly. Okay, that's our letter S. And now let's fix this part. I select this one, press G, 4 to the right. And now we have this italic looking, futuristic looking letter S. Let's create the letter L. And we will again use our line tool, pressing Shift A. The first point will be 4 squares after this point of the letter S at the top right. Exactly here. And it will be parallel, obviously, here and 10 meters to the right. That's our letter L. The letter O will be again starting 4 squares after the letter L. So Shift A, first point of the letter O, 10 meters to the right. And now I go 8 meters up and 4 meters to the right, 10 meters to the left, and close. The last letter T again with Shift A, start your first snapping point here, 4 meters after this letter O, 10 meters to the right, press OK, create a line here at the middle, Shift A, come to the middle to the snapping point, and make sure that the second point is 4 meters to the left of the first point. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You have a vertical line which is parallel to the rest of the letters. Now comes the magic part. I select all these letters, look for slot, pressing F. Here it is, and I drag. Since snap to grid is still active, the thickness of this slot command will be also snapping to the grid. And that looks okay, these 2 meters of thickness. I say okay, and that's basically it. And in face mode, I select all these faces. But before doing so, we have to make some cleanup. The first 3 letters, they are completely fine because they are created of single lines. But the last one, so this letter was created out of 2 lines. That's why here these intersections appeared. But we can trim this stuff. Okay, this one as well. If the basic lines get in our way, we can delete them or put them in a different folder. It's up to you. I press Ctrl G, put them in a different folder, deactivate them. And now we can start our extrusion. So I select all 4 letters. In face mode, I will show you also the difference if we select them in edge mode. So in face mode, you can see that we create letters with closed faces, solids basically. But if I press Escape and select these letters in edge mode, look what happens. I select the first one, select the second one. By pressing Shift, I select both curves of the letter O, and I Alt-Shift select this whole loop of the letter L, and if I now extrude, they become hollow, so you have to close them one by one. This might be tedious for some letters. I mean here for the letter S, not a big deal. You go to the edge and press Alt so you can select the whole loop, and then you press Shift J and you can close it with G0 continuity, so patch this hole basically. And you can do the same with the letter L and the letter T. but not with the letter O, so there will be more steps to close this one. If you select your letters in face mode, you don't have to patch them afterwards. So I go to face mode, again select all of my letters, pressing shift, and I extrude them. And you see they are still snapping because the snap to grid is still toggled on. I don't want to have big fat letters. So that's the thickness, only to one side. I press S for activating lock distances so that I can extrude in both directions. So I press S and look what happens. I can extrude in both directions. That's what I wanted because I want the center of each letter to stay on the x-axis. Okay, that looks okay. I say okay. I don't need these curves any longer. I can put them into the already existing group. Now I'm left with only the solids. Now I can toggle off this snap to grid option. They look okay. But in 3D world, it's always a good idea to have little fillets just that so that they catch the light. I mean, in 2D world, you have sharp corners like this. In 3D world, that doesn't look natural. So we have to have some tiny fillets. You can do your micro filleting here in Plasticity, or if you export it to another software, let's say Blender, you can give it a bevel, but some kind of beveling has to happen. Let's select all these edges, but you don't have to select all of them one by one. You just press Ctrl Alt in edge mode, go to edge mode, and in Ctrl Alt, look what happens. You select all the edges, even the ones which you don't want to fillet, but that's okay. Let's select this one. Here we have only one edge which we want to fillet, so we can just press Shift and keep on selecting. So we select this edge, and here we have again 4 edges, and we want to select all relevant edges. So we press again Ctrl Alt and Shift so we don't lose the previous selections. Ctrl Alt Shift, boom. Now we have selected all the relevant edges of this letter O. And here again, we can either press Shift and select only these 2 edges, or we can again press Ctrl Alt and Shift. So we select all the edges. So just Shift selecting these 2 is completely fine. BD for filleting right away without going into chamfering. BD. Give them a tiny fillet, just a tiny one, just something like this so that they don't have this sharp corners, which, like I said, is an unnatural thing in 3D world. That's completely fine. Toggle off this X-ray mode, pressing Alt-Z. Next step is filleting these edges, the outlines of the letters, the actual outlines. So I go to face mode, select all 4 faces, pressing Shift, and I press Ctrl 2 so I switch my face selection into an edge selection. So I press Ctrl 2 and press BD. Give it again a tiny fillet. While the fillet command is active, you can go to an already existing fillet, the ones we made previously, and just click on it if you want to have the same fillet for the outlines as well. The fillet command is still active. Press on one of these faces, these fillets which we created in the previous step. Boom. Now you can see that you gave your active filleting the same filleting width. So the same distance. Okay. Alt X and mirror this whole situation to the other side so that I get fillets here at the back as well. And make sure that you activate union halves and press OK. There is a final step, but before doing this final step, let's first look from the front. Here you can see, as you remember, we have given all of these letters the same spacing, but after we have created the actual letters, there has to be done some kerning, some readjustment. Let's do everything according to this gap between the letter S and the letter L. The gap between the letter L and the letter O is too much if you look at this situation here between S and L. So let's select the letter O, make an optical readjustment by dragging the O further to the left toward the letter L. So this gap has to be smaller than this one to even out this space here. And obviously we have to drag the letter T toward the letter O. There is one more thing I would like to address, but I won't do it because that will take too much time, but I would like nevertheless to address it. We have given the same fillet for every angle, but here this angle is wider angle than this one. So in this case, the angle which is narrower has to get a smaller fillet. So keep that in mind when you are filleting. Here with the letter O, that's okay, but here with the letter T, here you can see that this isn't well balanced. So this one has to be a bigger fillet actually. I won't play with this situation now, but you get the idea. What I would like to do instead is making the final step, and that's an extrusion at the middle of each letter. And therefore I will cut the letters with 2 lines. First one will start here at the left, and I will drag this letter along the x-axis. Okay, and I will mirror this line to the other side, pressing Alt-X. And I will use these lines as cutters. So I select my 4 letters, C for cut, select both lines, press OK. Let's delete these lines, or let's put them into our backup folder. Here we have our cut. Now I will select each face loop, pressing Alt, and for the second letter press Shift Alt for keeping the selection of the first letter, and do the same with the outer edge loop of the letter O and the inner one, and Alt Shift select the last face loop of the letter T. And while this push face command is still active, just drag on this yellow dot looking from the front, offset along the normals of the face loops. And I just want to give it a tiny offset. I press OK. And don't click away while all these face loops of the offset are still active. Press Ctrl 2, turn the selection again into an edge selection. Ctrl 2. And let's fillet these, pressing BD. Give them tiny fillets. And now we can color these guys. Let's hide the edges so we can see our result better. That's what we have. Now let's give them some material. I go to render mode. I go to this HDRI and I select the parts from the front and the parts from the back. These 8 solids will get the same material, so I press M and give them, let's say, something like this, the red one. Now I select the solids at the middle, the extruded one, the offset ones. And again, I give them a different material. This time I go with white. I bump up the metalness to 1 and press OK. If we hide the overlays, we have this situation, we have this result. I mean, we can go on and on, but all this wouldn't be possible to create that fast without this new slot command, which is real great for creating these type of letterings quite fast, these sci-fi looking letterings. I hope you had fun and keep on slotting. Peace!